Okay, here, graphing absolute value inequalities. Same thing, we're graphing equations, but in this case, we're graphing absolute value inequality. So just like we did before, and just like we did the past 2 lessons, we need to get y by itself. So to do that, we would subtract 3. What do? Just move it outside, because I can't take this minus 5 and this minus 3 together. Yes, they're like terms, but this 5 is attached to this x because it's inside the absolute value. So it's going to be 2y is less than negative x minus 5 minus 3 outside the absolute value. And then this is 2y, so I have to undo that and divide everything by 2. Some of you might say, we haven't had an absolute value divided by 2. Well, we're still not going to. Because divided by 2 is the same thing as multiplying by half. So I'm going to change it to negative 1/2, and then absolute value x minus 5, and then minus 1.5, because that's what 3 divided by 2 is. And then now this I'm going to graph. So as you guys know, depending on what class you're in will depend on how you graph this. Find our vertex. Okay, so for my regular, use your vertex formula. For my advanced, use your transformations. So vertex formula is going to be opposite b, so 5 over 1, and then our c is negative 1.5. So let's plot that. If you use your transformation, you should have went to the right 5 and down 1.5. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, down 1.5. So there's our vertex. My advanced and regular, no matter what, you should know it's going to open down. But then to figure out the other points, you can plug it in and figure out what those points are going to be. So when I need a value of x bigger than 5, so I'm going to choose 6. I'm going to choose 7. 7 minus 5 is 2. The absolute value of 2 is 2. 2 times negative and a half is negative 1. Negative 1 minus 1.5 is negative 2.5. Nope, I graphed way too low. Okay, right there. And then same thing here, I'm going to pick negative 3. Negative 3 minus 5 is negative 8. The absolute value of negative 8 is 8. 8 times 8 times negative 1/2 is negative 4. Negative 4 minus 1.5, well that doesn't work out, hold on. Oh, because this is positive 3, not negative 3, goodness. 3 minus 5 is negative 2, absolute value of negative 2 is 2. 2 times negative 1/2 is negative 1. Negative 1 minus 1.5 is negative 2.5. So we're at 3 and then negative 2.5 again. So you should see that this stretches. Okay, advanced students, it stretches like it should by a factor of 1/2. All right, so we have that graphed. And now I do have an error though, and I kind of did it on purpose because a lot of people are going to make this mistake. This is only less than, so I should not have a solid line. My boundary line needs to be dashed. You have to have a dashed line, and because this is an inequality, it's not just what's on this line that's the solution. It's everything below this line, or these lines, that's the solution. So what are the values below this absolute value? It's everything below it. Those are the values less than. So it would be shaded inside your absolute value there, just like that.